I'm going to explain why my hands go where my hands go, so watch your back please. One of the downfalls I see is that my partner has both hands on the inside, framing both hands on the inside, and I'm here. I want my hand here to be able to pull to try and break the frame. Does that kind of make sense? Once his left hand goes on the other side of his head, on my head, sorry, on the other side of my head is, once I'm here, and if he rolls towards me, my hand gets caught, which is better for him. So, and this also sets up his head arm, show it to that fine underneath. So, what I'm going to do from here is we're going to play a little bit of a game, and it's just called Catch the Kimura. So I'm switch base forwards from here, I go to my Kimura. So as I go to my Kimura, my partner is just by bringing his hand 180 degrees around to the head, and my hand has to go to this side. I don't want my hand here at this stage here, my hand's going to go here. So we're playing switch base forward, hand in front, catch the Kimura. So how do I do it? Shoulder comes forward to pop it up. Pop, attack it. Does that make sense? So I'm not going here where it's nice and tight. So I hold it, pop my shoulder, tap the Kimura, he swings, my hand comes down to the side from here. I can be on his frame, it makes no difference right now, but I want to make sure that my elbows are pulling him into me. One more time. So to get the elbows separated away from the body is my hand holds and I drive my shoulder forwards. Here. Attack, attack, attack. He rescues. 1, 2, kill the frame, come in nice and tight. So all I'm doing is I'm grabbing my hands together, I'll save the shoulder and we're just going to stay here. I want to make sure that there's weight onto the arm so it's hard for him to manipulate me. If it's over here, he can definitely drive my head. So if he drives my head down, I keep my weight onto the arm so it's harder for him to move me. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 2, right? Breathe again, please. We've got everyone on that side. For me, yeah. So, when my partner's got a really good frame system and I want to deal with it, the downfall that I see is once his frame system's on the inside, is he will try and push against the elbow, which is the strongest part of the frame system because it's double jointed. I want to try and push more against the wrist area, which is no backup behind it. So if I'm pushing here, it's got the frame system, it can also double up to make it strong. Where if I'm onto the wrist, it's a bit of a weaker system. So when I'm here and my partner starts to get his frame, I'm going to cut the head. This is the hardest, and some of you guys are going to tap for this. It's not designed to tap for it, but some of you guys will tap this. I cut the shoulder. Like if I stretch my leg long so I sit up, I push and I'm trying to come up and onto the wrist to kill the wrist. So instead of me trying to roll through this, which is frame stronger than my motion, is just a roll. So what I'm doing is I'm coming up a little bit, so I'm on top of it, and now as I drop it down, I'm here. The next thing, my partner will generally try and use their free frame to attack my posture and my frame. So what I'm doing is, as he tries to push this away, I know it's this. I'm going to turn my arm up against my partner, I turn my head towards the legs, and I apply light pressure. So you're going to get a bit of a bottom flu style choke from here. But the issue that I see is that a lot of time when people are dealing with this, they're trying to drive through the elbow joint. So when I'm trying to roll up and over, so I will take the wrist. Well, as you frame from here, turn, and I'm here. So there's more pressure backwards, and I've got control of his legs. He tries to rescue guard, I've got control of the legs from here as well. 1, 2, 3. When I teach the kids, when I'm starting to teach the kids, is I work on 2 things, and there's 2 objectives that I want to work on. Is my hand position versus their hand position from side control. So if my partner has his frame from here, he's trying to push away, so I'm trying to hold myself off. If my partner's hand comes on this side, he's generally trying to roll me, so my hand's underneath the head. It does not. So if his hand is behind my head, my hand goes behind his head. If his hand is in front of my head, my hand goes in front of his head. So from here, if his hand is in front of my hand goes in front of his head. If his hand goes behind my head, my hand goes behind his head. Does that make sense? So we're going to start from this position here. And we're going to do two things, right? So is first of all, I want to set the trap. I don't want his arm to come back on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my foot and put my hand to this side here. So I've set the Kimura system up. So from here, it's this. I go 1 and 2, I set my Kimura system up. And what I want to do is I want to coax my partner to try and move back. Anytime I put my weight on my partner, he has the ability to push me and I'll lose everything. So what I'm going to do is don't compromise the space. My right knee walks under, so I turn around. This is the hardest part. This is, I drive my right elbow high and I lean on the arm. So I've probably got a cutting arm bar. The more I put my head down, the more I lift my head up, the more he's got the chance to rescue the arm in front of my head and I'll lose it. So what I try to do is I go right knee, right knee, right knee, right shoulder, drive, 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 load. So at some stage, he's going to realise that it's caught. So he's going to try and rescue the hand. As he rescues the hand, comes straight to me and here. I rev one hand, I rev two hand and it comes on. If I'm having trouble from here, I switch my base and I'll pull it in. So I've got a base. So if he tries to sit up, my weight's on top. Wherever I'm here and I'm revving it, he has the ability, So I put my weight over his shoulder and I start my attack. So the part, so once we're here, I set it. The part that I said to do is I don't compromise his structure. So my right knee turns him over. If I just come out here, I lose the elbow. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to turn the corner. So 1, drive, 2, drive, 3, got it. So I'm kind of shucking the arm step by step, not one motion. It's about 3 little shucks. So I'd get tight like a cutting arm bar on the arm and he'll want to rescue. If he doesn't rescue, I'll keep hunting the cutting arm bar. Let's have a shot at that, guys. 1, 2, 3. So when I do the arm bar, it's about 20 degrees. So the arm's on the back of the head, my arm's in front. So this is, let's just say that I've turned. So think about this, mate. If my arm's flat, it's a small surface area, so I want my arm to be raised. And to make it even more raised, I double it up from here. So I'm right here. So what I'm seeing you guys do is the more that you come out here, the more I lose the elbow and the more I've got to go across the body. So what I'm trying to do is my elbow's trying to flick 90 degrees and now I'll put pressure. So you can't see it, but there's a copious amount of pressure on the arm right now. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of going 90 degrees, squeeze, 90 degrees, squeeze, 90 degrees, squeeze, and I hunt for it. Once I'm here, I don't want him to extend his arm. So to stop it, and bo's pretty strong, right? So what I do is I rev these down to the ground. So now as he straightens his hand out, where if I'm here, he's definitely got the power. So I want to make sure that I rev this down. I can now bring this hand to here, and it's pretty much on. So when we're doing the cutting arm bar, which is the Kimura, is his. So I'm kind of going, it's here, 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 and I'm just basically, so the last one is I never lift my head, I just come on the arm, and he's eventually kind of going, that's hurting, I'll move my arm. Got it. If he moves his arm towards my, the opposite way, I come up and we go to the thinker arm bar, which we've done before. A side note is if I'm getting here and I'm having a lot of issues with finishing so I'm kind of like getting to here, I'm like, this guy's tough. 1 knee, 2 knees, and finish it instead. So I will arm and crawl to the hips first, the head second, and cut the arm bar. So a shot, what's your friend? Advanced. So when I start doing this, I've kind of given you guys a template on how we kind of start to set up, and now we're going to kind of add the 5 to 10% just that makes it better. What you think this? So think about it this way, right? And if I set my Kimura up and my hands on this side here, what's stopping his hand from passing in front of my head?
Cauliflower ears.
Maybe, yeah, cauliflower ears, that's it. So what I want it here. So this will make the arm tight, where here it's not tight. So when I'm here, the part that I see people have issues with is I'm dragging my elbow in, so the arm's caught. So now if he tries to move the arm, I can just put pressure and I can get the cutting arm by number one. So what I'm saying is, when you guys move, you're going here, and you're going to lose the contact point. So first thing that I do is, number one, I hide it, and I bring it in. Number two is I start to move. So now, when I'm moving, I'm kind of going, everything's kind of going this way. So what I'm saying is, as you move here, what happens to the elbow? Yeah, which is why some of you, so what I'm trying to do instead of moving, I'm kind of going to go, I walk the arm out, I turn it. I walk the arm out, I turn it. I walk the arm out. So once it's here, it's pretty much on. So instead of me moving it and creating space, I kind of shuffle the arm, I flare. I shuffle the arm, I flare. Do you feel the difference on that? So I don't want to sit, so I hide my Kimura Trap, I bring it in. I go left elbow, right elbow, flare. Left elbow, right elbow, flare. Left elbow, he's not giving me anything, knee. Knee, cup it, pull it in. Hide it. Okay, left elbow, right elbow, flare. Left elbow, right elbow, flare. Left elbow, right elbow. Now, touch, slowly squeeze down, put pressure. Here's what's going to go in my arms, so I rescue. Thank you. To stop me from extending, rev it, it's pretty much on already. So if I get past about 75 degrees, I'll upgrade to my knee on belly so I don't become a cylinder, so I don't roll. So if I get to about here, I'll definitely upgrade. And I'll take the mount position instead, because it's a perfect opportunity to take the mount. You can't stop it. So I'm kind of here, so like, I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just take them out. And now I'll kick the arm bar and arm crawl from the mount as well. Right, so once I get it past here, upgrade your position to mount. If I get to here and there's a struggle, I'll put both shins over. So that's kind of indicated. So here is mount, here arm crawl over them, everything else is just jam. But you've got to hide the Kimura and you've got to trap the arm in. Change partners, 1, 2, 3. When I got taught this, I got rolled quite a fair bit by doing it. What it is you've got to drive to the hips. You've got to drive to the hips. So let's put a head drive armbar, a head drive armbar. Ready, please. So we start off with exactly the same system. Right, so I'm here, arm goes behind, so my hand comes in close. So you guys can do, okay, here, go Kimura Trap system. And what happens is, he's either a little bit stronger than me, or I'm trying to do the drive for me. I'm like, man, I'm having trouble moving him. So I'm gonna do two things. Number one is, I'm gonna post onto my left hand, my right elbow is gonna pull onto his stomach. I post, I put this here. What I do is I step, and I just drive onto the arm. I've got the ability to spin and all that, but generally, once I'm here, the arm's on. It's a really tight arm bar. So his whole arm's fighting against my body weight. So we're going Kimura Trap system, and I'm trying to move it, and he knows what's going on, so he's being really strong. So I go post and cup. This is the part I used to get rolled, and the reason why I used to get rolled was I'd hold the arm here, and as I got to I don't have a post. And I'm not posting, I'm posting here. So I step and I'm up. What I do is I cup, and it's pretty much on it. I can spin all the way around if I want to, but you don't have to.
Should you just post in your face?
Yeah, I'm just posting my pretty face. Okay, so we're here, way too strong, post, why? So I post here, I lose everything. So I post and pull. Got it? All my weight goes in my elbow, step up 1, step up 2, and I just drive my head towards the ground. If he turns to rescue, post, step, and I'm still in the armbar game. 1, 2, 3. That's right. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start with this position from here and cross face, please. Start with. So just remember, my hands on the inside, your hands on the inside, my hands on the outside, your hands on the outside. Got it? So it's called catch the Kimura. We're going to go back. Damon's hand goes back over my head. And this is how the game goes. So this is what I teach my kids. It's called catch the Kimura. My job. Got to catch the Kimura. So you can bring your hand round, try and catch the Kimura. Got it. So now we start to play the game. Step over. Good job. So you catch the Kimura on the inside, you do the standard Kimura. You catch the Kimura on the outside, you work it. So my job, I'm not trying to be obnoxious, even though I probably am. It's this. So if she catches Kimura on this side here, she does the standard Kimura. If I rescue, it goes to the outside. The hand's already in position because it's already over the head. You don't need to bring your hand back, remember? It's already in position. So you put your hand on the other side of your head. So put that hand onto your ear. No. Put that hand onto your ear. Touch the Kimura. So now, as I bring my hand around, the Kimura's already there. So person on the bottom, really easy. We're starting cross-face side control. And all I'm going to do is we're going to start to push and move. Your job, try and catch the Kimura. When you catch it, if it's normal Kimura, finish it. If I rescue, hand goes on the inside. I'm just going to try and move a little bit. Your job, try and capitalise on the Kimuras. The person on top will always win. Your job, the hands in front, right, standing Kimura, the hand goes behind, your hand goes behind. Partner up, 1, 2, 3.